signal in my focus. I wonder what's causing it.
Hello, hello, hello. We will go on now with Elden Ring in this castle building here. So, then, let's go. Give me a sec. Yada yada yada. Got that. Maybe I am right away gonna switch from Elden Ring to Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree edition. Maybe that is gonna be a bit more precise with the title. Mic is there, music is there, that is there, that's good, that's good, that's good. You're 2 minutes late, my friend. You know, there's the door. Leave, man. I was busy. What's your excuse for being busy? I'm getting blamed when I'm a minute late. You're 2 minutes late, and don't tell me that the Pope called you, because the Pope has called me the new Pope, man. I was busy. Oh, I guess, yeah, Olaf is a bit mad with me, I know, I guess that's why. Because, that's the reason why I talked with the Pope, right? He wants to play Elden Ring instead of Olaf. I was thinking about switching Olaf with the Pope, you know? I think Olaf's a bit mad there. He said that your German citizenship is about to be revoked. I'm gonna, if that is gonna happen, then I'm gonna move to the Vatican, you know, and stream from the Vatican. That's then the next portion of the plan. Alright, okay, good. We are here in this. Yes, we opened that. Ah, yes, we are. Oh, yes, the nasty freaking nerd guy. I hope you're good, Michael, by the way. almost forget to say that. Nice. Couple of days off always is good. And I hope you used those days off good and have learned for school to improve your marks. I guess that's, you used your time useful, I guess. I always, when I had a few days off with vacation or whatever, or was sick, I studied hard, man. Oh, I forgot you, buddy. I'm good. I had today off. I have tomorrow off. Today's a bank holiday in Berlin. And I have tomorrow off. But yes, I'm still working undercover. Don't tell my boss, please. But overall, I'm finally glad that we have a new pope, right? That caused a couple of sleepless nights on me that not yet a new pope was there. For a couple of weeks now. That's actually the best thing, the best message in months, so to say. I heard that Germany doesn't have a day off on 8th May. Yes, but Berlin is the only state which has, because Berlin is one of the states with the lessest free days, so they this year included a new one-time bank holiday on May 8th because of, you know, Second World War, Nazi Germany defeat stuff. That's the reason why I did a lot of political stuff, you know, thought about history, what should not repeat and stuff, conversed with people. I did intellectual, cultural, museum stuff, you know, visited landmarks and stuff. That's what I did today. All day from 6 in the morning until basically 7 o'clock. Went to podium discussions and stuff, you know, conversed about geopolitical stuff. It was a heck of a day work, you know. Exactly, you guys weren't really on the winning side. Yeah, luckily that would have been really, really shitty if that back in the day would have developed differently. Oh, I wanted to... Yes, I'm going to think about it. I wanted to use you. Okay, now I'm warm. Yep, that's why I think it's a bit shameful. Although it's a European thing to write that the political right in Europe and in other countries too around the world is strengthening, sadly enough. It's really, really shameful. Sorry, enough with the... I would like to stop the political stuff. You can include Olaf, obviously, even though he's mad. Right wing is not inherently wrong or worse than the left. It's just the extremism. Yes. Nicely put in words. Although, at least here in Germany, the right-wing party AfD did, if you compare it to the left-wing party, the left said more stupid things like, if you, with us, we are gonna leave the European Union, which would be economically really, really shitty for Germany. That's what the left-wing side in Germany does not say. So yes, you're right, I agree with you with the extremism, but here they said so many stupid things. It's where the left-wing didn't say so many at least I didn't hear it, all of that. Heard that the FD has some issues. I think the Supreme Court marked them as a... Yes, but that's again, that's on hold now again, currently. And that was a really, really stupid, stupid thing. Actually. How it was handled, how they got marked. Okay, kick his ass. Nice. Luckily he did not cloak. There that bugger is. There that bugger is. Okay, now I would like to quick save. I would like to press F5, so to say, and quick save and then screw this guy over. But luckily, we are playing this game in normal mode, right? By the way, oh wait, okay, sorry. I'm trying to keep that thought. That was a thought I want to say go into game and wait. Anyways, I'm gonna get there in a sec. Well, the thing is that it doesn't really help the situation at all. Let's imagine the hypothetical scenario, and after he gets banned, well then after they can't do anything, but there are still voters, there are still people who agreed with the AfD and another party who simply fill in the void. The issue is that the people feel that way, not that the party... Yes. Yeah, that's why that's why I say since a couple of weeks the current new Chancellor Friedrich Merz really needs to change things up, and he needs to get to people who are so frustrated with the political decisions which has been done over the last 16, 17, 18 years. So there's very a ton lot of work to do, that then with the next election in 4 years, it hopefully doesn't go the really bad right-wing way. Really heavy way. So it's Olaf is gone. At least, you know, to the public, we both know that Olaf is still pulling the strings. We know that, but the public, you know, doesn't, sadly enough. So there's much pressure on them. They need to change things, but I fear that they're not gonna do it the right way. Anyways, right way. Sorry, bad wordplay. Into gay, I have no issue with that, so we can discuss gay stuff. I did not say gay. I wonder why you always drift up and misunderstand words that have been said by me on purpose. That's shameful, and you should really, really stop. You know, you understand? Say, I have. First of all, I obviously do not have issues with gay, but I can tell you one thing: I have not said gay. I have said gay now that you said in chat gay, but I before have not said gay because why should I have said gay, right? That makes no sense. Why should I make a sentence and include a word which I don't want to include into the sentence? That makes no sense. Then you're even implying that I can't speak English. Then you would now imply that too. So you say that I haven't said anything I have said, and then you say you can't speak English. So that's last time you said I cannot read. Good. Could you stop, please? At least you're not screaming. That's good, right? It doesn't matter if you have no issue with the word gay, you know? That's no... if you have an issue with it, then it's your issue. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Oh wait, I got texted. Yes, please be more careful with what you say. That's what Olaf wants. He listened to the stream and said that we should stop implying stuff, and gay is not a bad thing, he said. So please behave. Otherwise, he said he will even... Oh, that is, I think, something you don't want. Olaf said if you don't stop to be bad, he will stop even more off. He will begin to play more awful. That's what he said. He will play more awful. He said he can, his words, not mine, he can make a boss fight out of every normal enemy. That's what he has written to me. Oh shit. That would be crappy. Now I have forgotten the topic I wanted to talk about. It was about Daryl, but I forgot what I wanted to say. Okay, the 2 or 3 cloaky guys. 3 of them, right? 1, 2, 3. 2 or 3. Yes, 3. Oh, how skillful I dodged, man. So, and I feel I'm very, very warmed up with the game. So the fight against the mad two-handed dude is gonna be easy as cake, man. I already noticed that. One hit at him. Nice. What else? Ain't no challenge. Seek right. No. I know which right the message actually probably means, right? The right here, but why the right when I will then go into that dude anyhow? This game sometimes in between is a bit buggy, right? When you jump at the stairs, at the staircase, that normally would have been a hit. I don't know why it was buggy there. It was totally a freaking bug, man. how dare they to release a not bug-free game? It's shameful. They're nearly as bad as Ubisoft, obviously. Nice. Okay. Oh. Do you know what? I really... When he handled it... I think this is... I mean, it's a bit overkill because it's that big. Why do I... Oh, wait. Are they... We already have a sword like this? If only I would have known. Both of them are ass. Okay. But somehow I do like the style, sadly enough. Because of the crystal thingy. And... You know, I know you're always the dude, Michael, who says, yeah, I just play the game for the stats, you know. I take the armor on, which looks worse. I play for the stats. I'm different. I play for style, right? I don't care about stats. That's the reason. There's where we are different, man. It looks cool. Is it ass because it is slow or too heavy, or why is it in your opinion ass? Do you have a... Just wanna... Or is it Ash of War shit? Just wanna know why you think so. Oh no. Okay, daddy body. Neat. So, we will talk to this NPC. If we take the sword and compare it to the others in the Colossal Sword category, it's not good. The damage is not particularly good. It has a short range. The Ash of War is also nothing. Okay. Okay. Oh. Only his cameo. Okay. Then I totally agree with the sentence you said. They are both probably pretty damn crappy. Oh, Marika, I beg and praise your child, and give us a sign. How long must this holy war stretch on? Forever. Okay. I nearly wanted to say, why does FromSoft make good-looking weapons always bad, but we have a disprove the current weapon equipped, right? So, that would have been a wrong sentence. Good that I didn't say it. He came from behind, you nasty bugger. Shame on you. No honor at all. Other swords, such as the Godslayer, Zweihander, Runes, Greatsword. Yep. These are bad. Okay. In this category. Okay, I see. Die Zweihander. I remember that weapon. Time for fingers. That was cool. A trusty weapon that was. Indeed. So, do I see, by the way, I mean, yes, I do know that this body would respawn if we would... First off, jumping, treasure chest ahead. I wanted to look here anyhow. So, good. That's what I said. I wanted to take him down, even though I know he respawns, obviously. I know that functionality. So, we took him down. Okay, first of all, what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna go in the back there. Now that we are on the roof. I didn't find the treasure chest. I expected a freaking chest after that message. But I accept maybe that what we picked up was the treasure. On the other hand, we are a winner overall because everyone is a winner, right? There ain't no losers in the world. And we picked up the other material before. Dung, oh dung. I do think the word dung, by the way, has quite a funny sound to it. I'm sorry, I know I'm probably alone with that. Oh, skillful I jumped, man. Yep, the Dung Eater. Ah. That was funny. That was kinda cool. And it probably was around the Dung Eater area, right? Didn't we collect a lot of... or I have something with dung, right? Didn't we collect a lot of dung in that area? I think I did. Not that I'm a... oh boy. Not that I have anything over for dung overall, by the way. It's just good, you know, to put on plants in order to make them grow faster, right? The most memorable parts of every game for you is dung, isn't it? Yes, because dung is very, very useful. Put it on your plants that grow better. It's a useful tool. Thank me when the world goes down and you need to grow your own crops. Be thankful that you know through me that use dung. They grow faster. No problem. That's for free, that tip, man. You know, that's, by the way, we are completely wrong there, by the way, with your sentence. That's again a sentence which, you know, tries to frame me in a certain way, which is entirely wrong. Shame on you. You should really think about your life choices so far. And yet, it is important to know what you can use dung for. On the other hand, dung is a very, very normal thing, right? It's nearly every being maybe apart from viruses, produce dung, right? It's a very, very important feature of evolution of the human body, of animal bodies, you know. It's very important. And it can be used for something good, like, you know, put dung on crops. They grow faster. Sure it is, but your weird fascination with dung is not... Why do I have a weird fascination with dung, buddy? Do you see dung in my room? Do you think that's the only room in my mansion which is dung free? Do you think all other walls are covered with dung or something? What are you thinking about me, buddy? Then I can tell you, you are wrong. That ain't true. Would be funny if Moongram respawned. That's actually one thing. If I would have written a review, if I would be a game journal, although luckily game journalism I think is at least in written form dying out, luckily, at least in America. That's what is my criticism with Elden Ring is it's too easy from time to time. He should respawn. It's, you know, I cannot say how annoyed I am that this game is on easy mode and that you can't make it harder. Apart maybe from mods. That's stupid. I don't think, I don't know why people are applauding this game if it's just too easy, right? That's, by the way, why I sometimes seem to be so bad, because I'm just fascinated and think it's so stupid how easy this game is, by the way. But that's a whole different story. Fun fact, one journalist complained that the DLC is too hard because she has children and thus cannot spend so much time playing games. Yeah, that's, by the way, something, I don't know. Why do you, I don't know. Shouldn't be included in a review of a game. But on the other hand, then the person will not be able to play, it feels like 50% of the games, because like MMOs are nothing for her then too, right? Or multiplayer games with competition ain't for her then too, because you need to spend some time there too. Like, I do agree that the DLC was not well balanced when it launched, but that was really stupid. Yes. Yep. I do agree with you in that little point. Easy. This Asher was a bit overpowered, I think, by the way. But if something's overpowered, doesn't mean I cannot use it. It is, let's be thankful for that. Hey, I didn't complain about that it is maybe a bit OP. I did not complain. When I complain, that sounds a bit different. And on the other hand, I think... if I think about Elden Ring and Dark Souls... how many times did I complain? 1 or 2 times? Come on, I didn't complain very often, right? Holy crap, he does do AoE damage with his... I know that's not the precise weapon name. I just call it Thunder Hammer. Holy cow. Black Steel Great Hammer is the precise name. Okay. I fear that I am gonna spend a few minutes with this guy. I'm gonna need to get to know the rhythm. Luckily, on the other hand, Michael, I guess we have a respawning knight there. That is, on the other hand, that is cool. That's what the other one was missing, right? Moongrum. Missing feature there. I think that was just forgotten, by the way, the respawnness. Bam, down he is. Let's ignore them. Let's ignore them cloak guys. The cloaking guys. We can safely ignore him. Then we have the shooty dudes. Okay, maybe they're not shooty. Maybe they are able to make with magic out of small swords, giant swords. I understand that. I feel them. Okay. Although bigger obviously always is not always automatically better. Just saying, we hope you are having a great time at Castle Ensis and will enjoy the tour. If anything's not to your satisfaction, please let us know. It's too easy. It's too enjoyable. Make it not as enjoyable. We need a playhouse. A fun house we need. Oh, Lazuli Glintstone Sword. Stupid. Shooty dude. Bam. I died too, I guess. How could that happen? Yeah, I hope that we are in, when the stream ends, have passed that section. By the way, I hope dearly. I don't know why I did charge up that way. I could have... Doesn't matter maybe, but that we have been hit there was unnecessary. Just because I wanted to charge up the attack. Just wondering why the one message sent us first of all to the right entry, and second of all why there is even a right entry. I know moon oh no, I know because of the night. Oh boy. Right. Oh, there. Oh, hello, Explorer Psychic here. Wolf Crest Shield. Easy. Maybe that's why the message says... Maybe that's why the message says right. You just don't explore enough. Yeah, might be. But I did explore, didn't I? Yes, but I know, I've seen. But I thought I was unable to reach that spot. Okay, let's go back. But although I'm quite certain we are not gonna... This shooting guy is nerve-wracking, man. How do we even get there, by the way? On the other hand. I've seen this guy before, but I just thought... Can I? That we are gonna get there somewhere later. How do I get up there? There ain't no way, which I see. That's what I thought before, that there is gonna be another way to the other side of the balcony. That's why I need to analyze the surroundings and figure the way. Thank you. That was the tip I needed. Probably from this right room, right? There ain't no opening. Let's actually see if I can get there from the freaking... Yep, there was that message. Okay, the trio looked a bit familiar to the weapon the two-handed the knight used there. I think it's Ash of War on the weapon. But he had a three. I would say a similar Ash of War too. I know it's a spell. I do know that. Don't you worry. But the trio does look a bit familiar. Yes, and I do have low hopes to combat the knight we are with the two-handed, with the black steel great hammer in a fair way, so to say, because we are a bit low on healing potions. But I'm yet gonna still try and not reset what I for a second thought. But maybe I get lucky, and or we are gonna maybe just beat him. So the last time here I was a bit unlucky with those guys. I knew it, man. Those blades are not really bad, but they don't often work how we would like them. Okay, that I figure, yeah. Because I guess a lot of little walls or thingies then are in the way, which absorb, so to say, this the little blade or block it. Holy cow! I was lucky with my freaking dodge roll there. Nearly died. I know it would have been my fault. Obviously. Who else's fault would it have been? The game's fault, man. I said this weapon has a OP mode. It totally has. So that I am kinda using it a bit here to progress. I feel a bit ashamed. Okay, I just want to say, don't you worry. I bet I'm gonna die pretty damn soonish, and then we are gonna face him again in a fair way, without the Ash of War. Luckily, I don't need to do that. So let's rest for a sec. That might be a dead end. Just gonna take a leap of faith. That was on purpose. I wanted to explore how deep the... That was on purpose. I wanted just to explore how deep the canyon is, man. How big it is. The meters. You know, just get to know my surroundings. That totally was on purpose, man. Okay, the sad thing is there's not really anything of use here, and we might have wasted a couple of runes. Wait, is this even a way worth taking? I mean, the rocks are... The way down is made in a way that we can make it, right? On purpose. Yeah. We will try and we will find out. I was not just sure. I see another lobster thingy. Unnoticed, therefore seek up. Oh, wait a tick, didn't I? Oh no, I for a second thought that that was a ladder. But that is a ladder, right? I obviously walked past it on purpose, man. Totally did not oversee it. And then the way where we have seen the night again might be, so to say, the way back. Nice. See where my exploring attitude brought us to collect Ash of War wing stands. Nice. And then, see, that's why FromSoft sometimes can be cool. They even provide you with a faster way down. Ain't that cool? That's a nice service to the players. I think I'm gonna die here, but I'm gonna try anyways. Oh. Hey, but at least I was not killed by the knight, right? I mean, we have seen the AoE damage on the ground, but at least I have not killed by him. I'm gonna try one thing. Maybe I can collect the runes. I'm not gonna face him. Maybe that's gonna quickly work out and then we retreat. Don't know if that is gonna be possible. Otherwise, then... Okay, maybe the game... Yes. Ooh. Worked out. Nice. So we got a new Ash of War. That's cool. So the exploring worked out. That's cool. It gave us a bit. And now we can finally crack on. Ow. Ow. But I like the tune. Whining again? Where have I whined? I just... If that already is whining to you, buddy, then you need to man up. Okay, but yet again, I can only say that's a nice tune in the background. I know I have the best taste, so I am actually someone who can say stuff like that or not. Okay, a couple of tries and if I actually start to whine, we have a buddy and we have Tish, so we have technically 2 companions. So the stream in the end doesn't get too whiny, right? Please tell me when I actually start to whine. Here's a two-handed, nice, okay. Holy cow, that's quite a long range on that super nasty attack. Marcus after summoning, that didn't feel good. Also Marcus, let's summon again. Hey, I'm a complicated human being, as every human being is. I maybe don't always make sense, but out of my perspective, I totally make sense 100%. So, and by the way, just to put that all into context, I obviously, when I play Elden Ring privately, which I would never summon, I just think it would be better. That's why I sometimes use summoning on stream to, you know, not two reasons. A, not to spend too long at a boss, and second, I can get salty sometimes to prevent situations like that. It's just for the viewers. It's not because I despise summonings, right? I hate them, and I think they should be banned from Elden Ring. I just do it for the stream, for mankind. I do it. Just want to put that into context, right? That I could have dodged, man. Maybe. Okay, the roundhouse attack, not sure how to dodge that, but when the slash on the ground comes, that probably can be dodged by going right or left, not back. The roundhouse thingy seems to be a bit more complicated to deal with. The range is madness with the big colossal two-handed magic sword attack. It covers pretty much the whole area. Okay. Rolling works, but the roundhouse is slightly delayed. Okay. No! Okay, I was for a second a bit mentally stuck there at what to do. Oh boy, that was stupid, man. I don't... I don't know if it's different after patches, but believe that attack while strong was not the biggest issue. Wasn't patches, I'm just figuring, yeah, maybe the rewriting would help out. I'm just trying to, just thought that patches was the guy who kicked us. Yes, who kills us, or not tries to kill us. What has this to do with? I'm not getting the joke. What has this to do with anything? She can... Okay, that fight was cocked. I don't know. That was super cocked. I don't know if it's different after patches. But believe me that the attack was strong was not a biggest issue. At the joke is patches. The game has been patched a couple of times. Okay, luckily I'm just trying to, you know, I'm a very humorous guy. I have a laughing flash with that joke, man. I very quickly go to restroom and have it off stream, right? I'm nearly dying from laughing, man. And don't tell me that I'm not humorous, man. I'm giving just a second. Alright, we can go on. Truly no sense of humor. That's unfair. That's a rather unfair observation. I am extra less humorous when I stream Elden Ring on a Souls-like, because that even breaks my concentration more than it usually. I just make it to perform better. I just disable my humor for this. It's like a config setting. I just disable it. When I was on toilet, I was laughing all the time. I just, you know, otherwise I would be even shittier. Telling someone that I have no sense of humor is like saying Donald Trump is a good president. Just saying. Okay, I don't know, I can't explain why I dodge back. It's just backwards. Dodging backwards is some into the system, in my system. Right, the range on... It's like a lightsaber with no range limit, that sword attack, man. Personally, I always dodge forward. Okay, that's Province's timing. Might be. But just if I would have had the right timing, Michael, and would have dodged backwards, okay? That would have made me dodge. So it's not the physical, it's just a timing thing and not the direction. but don't expect anything. From you, I don't expect anything all the time. See how funny I am? Oh, I'm sorry, sometimes I'm cocky. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm cocky. So she does like 3 sprinkles before actually attacking, so you need to look out for that spree. Yeah, okay, yeah, but... And by the way, I was just... okay, seriously, that's fine. I liked this kind of banter. I just want to say I just held up the mirror, right? Because you are all mean to me all the time, by the way. In case you are hurting me. My soul and my inner is wounded. You are, like, you know, really, really hurting my inner feelings here every time you come in, man. And then you wonder why I don't feel like laughing anymore, right? And then you say you don't have humor, right? After being insulted here all the time. You know, I'm the victim here, right? You gotta need to put that into consideration. I'm the victim. Hey, you can deny it as long as you want, Michael. I have video proof and I've the proof in chat, right? If I would go to court, isn't there? Oh, is it what is called? Yes, here in if I would go to the Council of Europe, there's the European Court of Human Rights, right? In the European Court of Human Rights in France somewhere, right? If I would go there with all the proof I have, man, that would go out well for you, Michael. You know, there's no court, there's only Olaf, and we both know you and I. If you only would know, buddy, what he thinks. You know, he's actually not liking Elden Ring, right? He's just playing it because you're so mean to him all the time. That's the reason. And he hopes that after that, the meanness will be over. Think about that, buddy. You had Olaf in your basement, so what? Who's the mean guy? Yeah, that's again the where you try to turn the victim into the bad boy, buddy. That's again, it's not good what you're doing there. There are two victims here, and one mean sadist, right? I ain't the sadist, and Olaf ain't the sadist, right? Who's mentally torturing human beings here, right? I'm the sadist, okay, yes, truly. That's like saying, that's what you're saying is like saying Putin deserves the Nobel Freedom Prize, right? That's probably something you would support, right? Just a disclaimer, not that anyone believes that. Obviously, I did not hold, not that I'm slowly being afraid that sometimes at one point really the police is gonna ring and so to say swat me because they really think I hold the chancellor in my basement, man. I don't even have a basement. That's all. Maybe we should put that in a different, smaller, different direction. Not that I really think that I'm doing stuff like that. Come to think about it. Okay, but that try was overall not bad. Actually. That was kinda... She has a flaming sword, and we all know flaming swords are the shit, man. Ah, okay, I see the balls. Okay, she has balls. Okay. You know, I for a second had a bad feeling to use the summon and to use Tish. Holy cow, if I would have known that from the beginning that she has two balls. Not, you know. I'm really talking about boards you use in construction to, you know, deconstruct buildings and stuff. But if I would have known that, I would have summoned from the beginning, man. She's nonsense, man. She's nonsense, unfair to the top, man. I think she's by far the most unfair enemy in Elden Ring. There ain't no more or less unfair enemy. Didn't pay attention there. You go 3 vs 1 and you call her unfair? Are you serious, buddy? I mean, if you... That's like, you know, you see a tank rolling at you and you're there with your 2 buddies and the tank is aiming at you and you would say, well, that's a fair fight. Pick up a stone and throw at the tank. Holy. But seriously, this time I think it's reasonable to summon for this fight because Relena is really hard. I think you should still give it a couple of tries. Mostly because she has some crazy combos and she's not the only boss, so you can use it to learn and get prepared for the future. We can have a couple. That's a valid point. We can have a couple of tries without the summons. Yet I still think that she's crazy. That this is a crazy fight. Compared to the other boss fights we have had so far, this is a few levels above the other ones, I think, in difficulty. Because of the crazy amounts of AoE damage her super special spells do. Luckily, I'm sure that it will be somewhat necessary to summon. Not trying to downplay you. She's really hard, but not. That's totally true point. Obviously, you increase your skill when you. I didn't. No, you know what I mean. I don't need to explain all the time. I didn't pay attention, actually. It's an excuse. And there's also one other thing we can try, like swapping some talismans, putting on some armor, changing, but it's not like we are out of. Yes, totally. What we actually can directly do is switching maybe some talismans. Although I have to admit, I think the ones we have on are pretty damn dope, in my opinion. I would not see. Not that I want to change this one. I just want to see what we have as a option. I guess what would be good against her would be magical damage negation, right? That because of her magic spells. That sounds good. Enhances attack executes after maintaining the same stance for a while. Well, you have some good ones, to be honest. I admit, at launch, the DLC was really hard, so all my talismans were basically defenseless. Oh, I see. Okay. Just a quick questions. I'm really am having a hard time now to see which one to switch which one, right? I would say the Erdtree's Favor +2 is amazing because stamina, HP, equip load. Physical damage reduction is quite amazing. Okay, you would out of these two, you would say switch max stamina. Okay. Okay, let's remove this one, and then I'm Vastly boost magical damage negation. Shall we have a try? Okay. It's just +1 and you don't seem really struggling with stamina right now, at least. Yes. Okay. Otherwise, what you suggested, by the way, with the armor, I mean, equipping a different armor would mean that we would get away from medium load, right? If I understood your suggestion with the armor better, you meant that we put on an armor which reduces more damage, right? Not only that, I do like how we look like. Not necessarily, some definitely would, but some would be light enough. Okay, I'm... Crucible. Okay, let's... Shall we? Okay. You mean the... Which crucible, by the way? Do you mean the tree or the axe? Tree, okay. Oh, I'm just coming to some memories now, sorry. Some memories come up with some cool looking armors, right? Drake Knight armor. I'm sorry. Crucible tree armor. I guess the crucible gauntlets, right? Well, first of all, that kinda looks cool. I'm surprised. Especially, I think the chest looks cool. The helmet is alright. Maybe too many horns, so to say. So like you said, this one is incredibly heavy. It's pretty good, but it's unreasonable heavy. Let me just... I just want to have one look at its chest armor, right? What you say? The Solitude. Sorry, I just need to quickly see... Super heavy category. I guess that's... It's... Ah, okay. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Armor of Solitude. Oh. I do like the plate style, though. Yep, it looks cool. But with that we would already we would be at heavy load. Oh, I did like, sorry that we are now. No, that's not the one I liked. Although it doesn't look that bad. This one I think this one is pretty. But anyways, so sorry, we are gonna enough with the supermodel show. And back to some action. Yep, that's the difference. The one 24, the other one 15.5. Yep, that's quite the difference. Yep, that's exactly the feeling I have too. I agree. That's definitely noticeable. I'm a bit surprised. And we still have the medium equip load, man. Okay, by the way, the lightsaber sword attack was the first time I dodged it. I know, Michael, that I should use that. I know that I should use the when she's stunned, but I was trying that a couple of times with her. The 2 or 3 times that happened, I was right in front of her, did the light attack, and somehow I didn't have the angle. Somehow that I am sometimes unable to do that action. So maybe overall the armor swap overall might have not as much as I did enjoy how the other armor looks, by the way, the look and feel. Maybe the change in armor was not that bad at the timing, because I mean the damage reduction is noticeable intensively actually. It doesn't work if you keep spamming the attack. You need to stop attacking for a second and then attack. I'm quite certain that I did that before. I know that if you attack then, for example, from behind that, then you break that stun. But if it's gonna happen again, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna try to do better. Okay, no spamming, right in front of her. Okay, now I was not fast enough, I see. Now I was not fast enough. When she's switching to phase 2, you could fire the dagger at her so she takes damage and her health is lowered. Okay, that's a good one. I like that. Yep, because at that moment she's not dodging. Yep. You're right. That's a good one. If I'm gonna be quick enough with my fingers, I'll try. I wouldn't call it abuse, you know, because in the end she's unfair, right? She's an unfair enemy and we are just fighting fire with fire, right? That's just... It's not that we are, you know, that we are the people to do the unfairness to her, right? She's the bad boy here. Or the bad character. So you had a lag, okay. It's weird. Okay. Yeah, sorry, that's weird. Should not have happened. I didn't notice anything. I have no drop frames. Okay. Too bad. Sorry. I hope that it was not too long, the lag. Okay, she just a really big leg, so I don't know what you want to. I want to say that I wouldn't that I would not call it abuse, but that she's just unfair. She's quite literally a simp. That's her. But who has she a crush on? Oh. Mesma. So, now that you have written simp, I cannot concentrate anymore, man. No, I ain't. It's just proof that I'm not that old, man, that I know words like that. That's what I wanted to say. It was like 2018. It's not really a new word, but I was already old in 2018. I was like 90 2018. Yes, that's what I say. I was born old and I die old. It has its advantages. Just like Monk. Yep, but with one small difference. Sadly enough, I have not played so many movies like Morgan Freeman. And sadly enough, I'm probably not gonna die as rich as Morgan Freeman and as famous. Sadly enough. Okay, there was a very the fight went good when we draw a graph, then I summoned him, then it got worse, then we switched armors, then it went up, and now it's, you know, zeroing in on just playing stupidly. Yes, it's me. I mean, I am kinda in control here. Kinda. Although I think think I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna do one thing, except if you say that would be a stupid, if you advise against it. I think it would be better if the talismans, right? I think it would be better to... Do you think it would be really worse to remove the magical damage negation one? Do you think that would be stupid to reverse that to play reverse and put on the stamina one? Do you think the magical damage negation is doing so much? I think I was missing the stamina in between a bit. I'm not sure if it's worth to have the... I don't know, at the end of the day it's about what work. Yes, I know. Yes. I just thought if you would have said, yeah, her normal attacks are magical, have magical damage on them too. Okay, let's... Personally, I think the magic defense is better, but if stamina for you, then... Okay, I have a try. We can... The good thing is... Thank you, by the way, for your advice there, Michael. That's the only good thing with talismans, that we can still switch them around and that we don't need to use them, for hard. That would actually, in my opinion, would be better for the game if you wouldn't be able to switch them, right, to make the game harder. But sadly enough, we have a sissy game. Okay, in the second phase she's very magic and fire damage all the time, every single attack. Yeah, okay, that's probably the... yeah. We might change the talisman then. Again. I'm gonna watch my stamina bar a bit. I did not see... I did not see that she was actually going to... That was stupid. The blackness and redness and the fiery smoky thingy. I didn't notice that she was charging her attack. Or not charging the attack, but doing her attack. I thought I had a bit time to get another thing in there. Attack. I meant with thing. Okay. Still, the only thing, the good thing I take away from here, that was the second time that I'm at least getting used to the mad two-handed attack with the magic sword, the big one. The first one. The second, the roundhouse one, I just need to dodge there. The first part of the attack was good. Yep, just remember the delay. The second one is the... No. Ow. Okay, okay. Maybe I was too late. I'm still alive. Okay, I get the attack. And switch back to the... Okay. Okay. Yes. Was not too bad. Okay, I'm slowly beginning. Yeah, okay. Okay. Some kind of understanding with the lady comes up. How she's dancing. One thing is I switched too bad back to Morg's trident. That was something I'd say. Okay, yes, agreed, you're right. Yep. The two things, the Ripper's TNT dagger went bad, yes. Yes. I'm not sure if I'm just trying to make up. I mean, maybe that's probably gonna change after the fight. I'm not sure if I do like the... I think it for me personally right now it's not a frustrating boss fight. That's good, but I don't know if I like her moveset. I do like the flaming sword, by the way. I'm just trying to figure out for myself if she's a boss worth remembering. I do not know. I'm already gonna tell you how to dodge the bolts, jump. Yeah, I forgot the bolts. Okay, she's frustrating. I forgot the bolts. Jump, you have to jump over the 3 bolts 3 times in total. Oh boy. I forgot the bolts. She's nasty. I forgot about them. But maybe we are not gonna... Maybe in the try of tries, the boards will not come. I don't know, was I not in front of her? You were too far, to stop for a millisecond. Okay. It's easier with the big bosses, like the dragons, with the light out of their eyes. That's easier to do that attack against them, against these mini bosses here. You need to be touching her that close. Yep, I'm getting the solid grasp. Yes, I agree. Sorry, or if I read something positive about the fights, I am instantly worsening for a second there. Every time I see the word grapes, I think of grapes. But who does... nobody's judging you, buddy, because grapes are absolutely amazing. You know? Nobody is judging you for that. Yeah, that's opinions, right? Grapes are bust. Opinions differ. Some people have good taste, like me, you know, some people have bad taste. Not saying that you have bad taste, not at all. That's not what I wanted to say. Yeah. Yes. And why are grapes great? Because you can make alcohol out of them. Obviously they are great, buddy. Everything you can make alcohol of is great, ain't it? And you would say greatest of all times to that, wouldn't you? I mean, not you, but people with good taste. I did not say that you have not a good taste. I did not say that. How could I say that? I mean, you are oftentimes here in stream, so apparently you have to have good taste, right? How could I say other things? Oh no. Why did I do that? No, why did I do that? Freaking... Yeah. That was good actually. The bleed came. Do you know, I sometimes have it that I am doing something I do not want to do, and then already say that I'm screwed it up, and then out of whole coincidence, sometimes something good comes out. That was one of these very, very randomly, very, very lucky things. That was a good try. That was not bad. It could have been better if I would have won, but that was a good one. Okay, we have one more try, and then Future Psychic is gonna have the honor to take her down on Sunday. Hopefully, maybe, probably even without any. I'm actually that would be cool if that would be working out. Maybe that was just a try before, maybe it was just 1 of 100, which was really, really amazingly good. I do have to hope that we will beat her without summons, but still we have the Joker card summons, right? If frustration goes up intensively high on both sides. If she has enough with our date, the lady, right? With our dinner and dancing date. Because she doesn't seem to be very friendly to us. Let's see if we will incorporate spells or not. There's gonna be time to find out. That's then already gonna bring us to the end for today. We are gonna be going on here on Sunday. Michael, thank you so much for being here, buddy. It was a blast to spend some time and to have some fun here in Elden Ring. And, well, dance around with a lady. We will see us back here on Sunday, hopefully. I wish you a wonderful end of week, Michael. If you're still gonna have a off day tomorrow, then I wish you a wonderful day, wonderful free day. And hopefully we're gonna see us back here on Sunday. Good night, and may the Almighty sleep protect you, buddy. Good night, and good